Hello, everybody. And I want to know, are you looking for a creative way to transform your estate using a creative and intelligent process? Do you have an idea in your head of what you want your home estate to look like, but you need to be able to see it come into action? Look, Artisan Home Resorts is doing this every single day, but we're so much bigger than just a design firm. Instead, we're a platform. We're celebrating other artists and artisans reaching the affluent market. And today, we are so lucky to have the one, the only global luxury specialist, Bob Johnston of Coldwell Banker. Thank you so much for being here today, Bob.
You're welcome. Nice to see you, Crystal.
Nice to see you. Now, I have some examples of Rick's work and Artisan Home Resorts and what we're doing playing beside us so people can really get the caliber of work we're talking about. But tell me a little bit about why you respect Artisan Home Resorts so much and maybe even Rick in particular.
Well, Rick and I have become friends, great friends. We met over a decade ago. He is an extremely creative guy, very, very passionate about what he does. In the global luxury market, he is second to none as far as landscape design. I've watched him transform so many estates into something spectacular where, no need to go to the Bahamas anymore. He'll bring it to your backyard. Or onto your estate, so he's great. And he's one of a kind. And again, truly an artist.
Wow, I think you really encapsulated what we're doing here with Artisan. We are committed to bringing innovative solution and really pushing the edge and integrating technology and fire and lights and design and tiles in ways that you can't even imagine, let alone the landscaping on top of it. So thank you for that. Now, tell me a little bit about kind of what type of clients you typically work with and maybe even how that overlaps with Artisan.
Well, exactly. So we deal with a lot of, these days in the San Francisco Bay Area, we deal with a lot of high tech clients, all of which, they have pretty intense jobs, and so they want to come home to paradise because oftentimes they can't travel globally at certain times, but they certainly want that feel on their home.
Yeah.
Rick and I have collaborated on things, and that's the other thing about Rick. We can collaborate rather than just, so many design/landscape architects have big egos, and Rick does not. He's very passionate about bringing home what the client wants and listening carefully. Or if I'm trying to, I do a lot of my own spec projects, and so Rick will come in and we'll really collaborate together, and that's what again makes him different. So
yeah, absolutely. I definitely appreciate that. As I'm putting on the screen here, it says, why Artisan Home Resorts? Truly, because you want something that's one of a kind, of the highest caliber possible. That's why. And again, we at Artisan Home Resorts are partnering with people just like yourself to really push the buck and the envelope on what we're doing for these affluent homeowners in Silicon Valley and beyond. Tell me a little bit about, what you're doing through the Johnston, Lampert, and what is the edge that you bring specifically when you're working with, global luxury market?
So, these clients are very, very busy. And so they rely on us to handle a ton of stuff, right? So given the fact that we build I do a lot of my own projects, and gives me a unique perspective on helping them find what they want. And they want someone to take this stuff off their hands. And having absolute experts in their field available like Rick, again, there's nobody better I can call into a job. It takes pressure off me. He's fantastic at it. He'll really create something spectacular for these folks. And that is the edge, that we have this network of top-notch people to bring into a project.
Yeah, absolutely. So you work in a team delivering extreme high quality to the most precise, the most affluent homeowners in Silicon Valley. And working within the global luxury market, I know you in particular understand those demands of working with people who have budget and discerning taste, and you're able to really anticipate their needs. I know that's one of the reasons why Rick loves working with you so much, is that you're able to really see beyond the basic and you start at the extraordinary. That's what you bring. So really, really excited to have you on the broadcast today to share that. Can you give me an example of a client you worked with recently that's kind of your typical client, or something that you're working on, and maybe even how Artisan is helping you?
Well, given the market in this Bay Area, we have so many clients that we've helped, and almost all of our clients, I could just think of one in particular. Although these are affluent people, oftentimes the prices in the Bay Area are extreme. So we were, transform a property into something that created an accessory dwelling unit while not impacting their yard. I mean, we improved both by building an accessory dwelling unit that worked. It was multi-purpose, where this person could use it for, quite substantial income on an Airbnb basis, plus have it as an asset for their own use whenever they chose. And just the right design really worked out in that case. I have so many examples of that. It's hard to pick one, but we do really walk our clients through, finding something that may not be so extraordinary to begin with because of the prices here, and we transform it into something while gaining, while building equity at the same time, right?
Yeah, that's one of the things that I love so much about the Johnston Lampert Edge is really that you're bringing and building equity for your clients and really pushing the envelope, not just taking in as a real estate agent and helping people find the right property, but helping them transform it into something for their specific lifestyle. Now, I understand that you have a project that you're working on in either Portola Valley or Redwood City. Can you tell us a little bit about maybe some of the challenges originally with that space, and then kind of how you overcame some of those challenges?
Sure. Both we have them. We're doing one house in Portola Valley and two in Redwood City. The two in Redwood City are on one parcel that's 4 acres. So we're going to have 2 2-acre parcels that we're going to, Rick will be involved in helping us come up with something really special for that. That one's a little further off. We actually have Portola Valley under construction now. And again, Rick will come out there. It was kind of a unique situation. There was a house there that we're tearing down half of it, and we're going to do an incredible space. And Rick will be out there in the coming weeks to talk about it and see exactly what we're going to do. We have some pretty good ideas so far.
Yeah, awesome. So it sounds like you two are really working together to create this space, really from scratch. Can you give me an example of maybe even within the Redwood City one, how Artisan Home Resorts is really helping you create a better product?
Well, I go back, so let's not talk about mine. I'm going to tell you about one that Rick did. There's a house in Atherton that, you walk back, and this was a real inspiration early on in our relationship. And I saw this and I knew, okay, this guy and we have a future. And you walk in and you see this pond, and it just looks like a very, very large pond with some rocks, and, it looks very pretty, but okay. Well, then you hit a remote control, and in 60 seconds, the level of the pond drops to expose this beautiful pool, walk-in type beachfront pool with a waterfall, and you can swim under the waterfall and a slide and a jumping rock, and just incredible. And so it is this kind of stuff that Rick does that really is just speaks volumes. And all you got to do is see a couple of his projects in person. I love his videos, but they don't come close to doing justice to actually seeing his projects. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
absolutely. Yeah. No, absolutely. And talk to me a little bit, Bob, about just in general, why is it important? You talk a lot, about when you're working within the Johnston Lampert Edge and you're building equity for your clients, and you're helping them not only find the right property, but lead them through a home renovation that's going to customize this estate to something that's spectacular and even be something to pass down through the generations. Give me an example of how does that help a family to take it from just a basic, here's your home, to let's customize it and here's your home. What does that mean to a family?
Well, my partner Francesca Lampert and I, we are really passionate about what we do too, and we're trying to bring somebody a lifestyle, not just a house, right? It is, and that's why Rick's such a big part, because here in California, where do we live? We live part of our life in the house, but so much of it outside. Having that indoor-outdoor space and really vision, that's really what it boils down to. Yeah. Something Rick has, something I take pride in, having a vision for a property and seeing it before it's there. And that is the edge that we bring, is we can spot that. And we've done it in many, many cases. And we have plenty of clients that'll say, oh yeah, they saw something long before we did.
Oh, that's awesome. And for a client, that must give them peace of mind. That must, it also includes the whole family, all whether it's the children or extended family, so they have a say in what it looks like. They have a sense of establishment and investment in that property that they wouldn't have if they didn't customize it.
That's right.
And then entertaining in Silicon Valley is a big deal, and being able to bring people over and show this, flip a switch and have the pool drop to this walk-in, area or whatever it is. This high-level technology is really expected almost, and welcomed and celebrated within Silicon Valley. So it really allows them to increase their confidence and have more parties and have more social life, and really have the man cave of your dream or whatever it is, but really give the family a sense of establishment and connection to that property that they wouldn't otherwise have. So that's really great. And like you said, it all starts with vision. So I think you hit the nail on the head. That's really what Rick brings to the table. One of the reasons why I respect him so much from the day I met him is really his ability to not only have the vision, but articulate it in a way that can be implemented. And that is the secret sauce. And that's what you both share. And that's one of the reasons why he respects you so highly. So go for it. Yeah.
I often go to appointments with him to talk to his clients because I have a pretty unique knowledge of his business. Yeah. And he often comes with me because, he's additional support, and it shows people that, hey, we're a big team here. I was last night, and Rick will be seeing this property. I was with a guy, again, works for a very well-known high-tech firm. And we were at his house for about 2.5 hours last night. I had already drawn plans about the time we closed escrow. That was a few weeks ago. And we were talking about just that very thing that you said. He wants to bring his coworkers over. He wants to be the house where people can pop by and be comfortable and have a great time and jump in the pool and all of that stuff. And we sat there and we're laying it out, and we're helping draw plans that then will be, taken to a drafts person or whatever, or a CAD person to put that on actual plans and get that approved for him. But that's rolling now. I mean, that is the difference, right? I mean, so dealing with us, that's what this guy got in addition to, and I'm sure he'd be happy to answer anybody's questions about that very process and how, what a pleasure it's been. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And then there's even an extra layer in there. He may even want to use 3D animation to bring his design to life and be able to, see the specifics of what it's going to look like and what, details are going to go into the CAD reports and all of that. So it's an extraordinary partnership where you guys can come together and really make him the man in his circle of friends and give him this entertaining space that separates him from any other home in the neighborhood. So that's wonderful. Now, Bob, again, I'm so glad to have you on the broadcast. And again, I respect you most highly. If you are out there and you're watching this video and you are looking for somebody who's going to understand your luxury needs and be able to help you capture and harness your vision for what you want your life to look like, this is the man to talk to. Bob is going to help you figure out not only what property you need to be able to fulfill that vision, but how to transform that estate by working with Artisan Home Resorts to really create an estate that's one of a kind and is going to elevate your lifestyle, right? So if you want something one of a kind, I want you to reach out to Bob. Now, tell us a little bit, what's the best way to stay connected with you right now?
Online, either on Facebook or Instagram, it's at Johnston Lampert.
Okay.
And it's johnstonlampert.com is our website.
All right.
And we're with Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. My telephone number, 650-400-5039.
Awesome. Okay. And let's see here. So I'm trying to put this into the comments as we speak, so that this will be in the comments so you can see the phone number specifically. I won't make you repeat it again because it is down below. I'm also going to drop the links for your Instagram and your Facebook as well as your website so people can get involved. And I do encourage you to stay connected. This is somebody you want to know and have in your corner. So again, thank you so much, Bob, for being on the broadcast and help tell the good news of what is possible through Artisan Home Resorts, through this luxury partnership, and through you, our global luxury specialist. So thank you. And Francesca, give her our love, and we appreciate you both. Absolutely. And we'll see you on the next broadcast. Ciao,
Okay.
ciao.
Thanks. Bye.